Hey friends, welcome back. Well, man, today is a red letter day. I have been waiting for this box with this tape to show up for quite some time. So I just ordered a Benson Studio Tall Bird Reverb. So let's crack this thing open and see what it looks like. Oh, this thing is so cool. It's not even out of the packaging yet. Look at this. How freaking cool. God, this thing is sweet looking. Sorry, I'm not talking because I'm just drinking in how cool this piece of gear is. This thing is really heavy too. So on the back here, let's see. We've got unmarked 1/4 inches. Sweet. I like a piece of gear that's has a bit of mystery to it. So it wouldn't be a Billy video if we didn't open this thing up, so let's do that. So while I'm opening this, if you're hearing some residual noise in the background, we actually had a fire at our shop last week. Nothing bad. I mean, bad, but not bad enough. We were up and working by the afternoon, despite having the fire department come and all of that kind of thing. But we have a restoration company that basically is running gigantic fans all throughout the building, which is a new process for me. Seems a bit low tech, but again, I don't know anything about that kind of thing. We've been in business for 37 years. This is our first fire. So anyway, they're cleaning our conference room, which is upstairs above my shop. So they're like basically vacuuming and taking all of the ceiling tiles and stuff down. So if you're hearing weird noises beyond the normal shop noises that you hear when I'm doing stuff here at LM, that's what's going on. Like that weird noise, that's a vacuum cleaner. They don't know that I'm trying to deliver quality content. All right, there's the opening. Sick. This is sweet. All right, so looking inside this thing, it's pretty interesting. So this black box here looks like a regular reverb tank that would be on a guitar amp. They've got it, oh, they have two. Oh, that's how that works. That's how this is stereo. Okay. So looking at the board here, these are just RCAs that are soldered onto the board. Oh, cool, and they're red. Are they both red? Red and, oh, they're both red. I was gonna say that'd be pretty sweet if they were red and white. Yeah, so this is literally 2 guitar reverb tanks in a rack chassis. Okay, cool. So they've got transformers in here. We've got 4 transformers right here. And this is the power transformer. Ooh, and the transformers say Benson on them. That's cool. Yeah, so this is pretty much what I assumed would probably be in here. Just a very cool rack chassis for some reverb. But we've got some tubes in here. I don't know what they do. I don't know really anything about this, other than I heard a couple of demos online and thought that it sounded sweet. And I knew that I wanted this weird effects box. So this is the basic rundown of the guts that are on the inside here. While this thing's open, I do want to just get a quick little bit of signal path here so I know what's in and what's out. But I've got some sessions up right now at home, so let's go see what this thing sounds like. So look at this thing all racked up and cool looking. Just on the top, looking like a king, overlooking its domain. So before we get started on how this thing's routed, I just want to show you some of the settings on this. So there are 4 settings: input, output, bass, and treble. I read the manual really quick, and they said don't put the output above 7, and for good reason, because this thing is definitely noisy. All of the things that make it cool and vibey definitely make it noisy. So right now I have the output at 2. I'm hitting the input pretty hard at 8. You do need to drive that input pretty hard to make it go. And then I just have the EQ relatively flat. But looking at the manual, it's not really so much of an EQ as it is a filter. So I believe that I'm doing this from memory, which I should have probably been more prepared. But the treble is a 4K low pass filter, and the bass is a 750 hertz high pass filter. And then the other cool thing is, because it's a piece of tube gear, the power switch on here has 3 positions. So all the way up is on, in the middle is in standby, so you can warm the tubes up, and then on the bottom is off. It looks like a old school Chevy truck gas tank. Okay, so looking at the console, here's how this is routed. The DAW return is 22 and 23, and the return from the Tall Bird is 14 and 15. So the way that we're sending signal here, we're using aux 1112 on channels 22 and 23. Those are stereo auxes. They're panned hard right and hard left on each channel. That is being fed to these green faders right here. That's our aux master. The aux master, so the send, is being controlled here by VCA 10. So when you see me manipulating this fader, that is manipulating the aux send. I'm sending the signal to the Tall Bird pre-fader, and when we go through the demos, you can hear what it sounds like in the context of the mix, and then you can also hear what it sounds like alone, just the 100% wet signal. VCA-wise, VCA 9 is the DAW. That's the dry track, and then VCA 1 that's up is just going to be my talkback mic. So let's give this thing a listen. I'm going to stop yapping at you.
solo. Wanna live when I'm old, and I've been made of gold, but
All right, everybody, that wraps this up. Let me know if you have any questions. So I just got this box today, so I'm still figuring out how it worked, but I've been waiting for it for so long that it finally came. I'm just really, really excited about this piece of gear. So stay tuned. I'm definitely going to make a lot more videos on this, but if you have any questions, just drop a comment below. Shout out to Chris and the Benson team, because this is just such a beautiful piece of gear. So thanks for stopping by. Catch you on the next one.